Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Market Watch Live with Gilbert Joekpata. And every week, I always break down the three key market events that you should watch out for and also do a market outlook analysis and also strategy session. So, if you're looking for the three market events that is going to affect, the direction of the market, and if you're also looking for a forecast or also a new trend of what's going to happen to prices of BTC and also the cryptocurrency market, you are at the right place. We are very known, we are very here for calling almost every move has always made. But I used to say, what makes what makes an analyst a great analyst is not always being right all the time. It's always being right that matters the most. And what makes a great trader is not trying to always predict the market movement, but by being ready to be positioned for whatsoever direction the market makes. But focused analysis is so important because what it helps you do is it helps you understand with a large level of certainty the direction the market is more likely to move into. Without further ado, you're welcome to Market Watch Live. But then, your friends, invite your families, reach out to other smart investors, tell them Market Watch is live. The Market Watch is live. Let me also do that my own self. Let me let other persons know Market Watch is live. Market Watch is live. So let's use the next 1 minute for that. Let's use the next 1 minute for that. But then don't forget, like this video and share this video somewhere. Like this video, pick the share button, repost it somewhere. And don't forget, let me know which of our platform you're watching me live from. If you're watching me from YouTube, type live YouTube. If you're watching me live from X, say live X. So let's make this fun. Let's make this fun. Let me know live YouTube or live X. Many persons always watch us from our X handles, many from YouTube. However, wherever what platform you use, you're one big part of the Smart Investors Lodge family. We have someone here reacting. This is Gilbert Joekpata. I hope I pronounced your name right. If I did not, please forgive me. So pop down those comments. They are gonna appear live. Pop down those comments. Wherever you're watching us from, they are going to appear all live right here. So without further ado, let's dive into the three market events we're watching out for as we dive into the new investing and also the week. So as our culture is, we always do the three market event to watch out for. So these three market events are the events that has the biggest capacity to influence the direction of the market or those assets they are vested in. And first on our list happening today is the Kite AI. So Binance is set to list this token. They have this Grok, their Grok Kite AI. So, and they are not just set to list this token Kite, they are also listing it with pairs like Kite USD, Kite USDC, Kite BNB, and Kite TRO. So Binance is one of the strongest exchanges out there. And so Binance, whenever they list a token, always affect the prices of that token. Whenever Binance lists a token, it always affects the prices of that token. But why? Why does it always affect the prices of this token? So Binance has volume. Binance have so whenever Binance is listing a token, what it does to this token, many persons get to know about this token, liquidity flow, many persons become hodlers, many persons always tend to long this asset. So Binance listing a asset is always a major catalyst for the project. Should I take that again? Binance listing a project is always a major catalyst prices. Okay, so we have Joseph Ibanga watching us live from YouTube. I'm doing this because, like I said, I'm highlighting this especially because I told you, let me know which platform you're watching us from. If it's you, go to the comment section and type YouTube. If you're watching us from X, go to the comment section and type live X. We also have someone else also watching us live from YouTube. God's Will 07 watching us live from YouTube. So just like we're looking at what we expect in terms of Kite. So what do we expect for Kite? There is going to be a wild upside continuation for this token. It's quite non-negotiable for this. Upsurge in price is going to happen for this particular. So what should you do as a smart investor? What should you do as a smart investor? If you were having information before now, that is yesterday or few days ago, typically what we always do is we buy that asset and hodl. So once listing takes place and prices start going up, we are among those who are selling. However, if you're a smart trader, this is a strategy you could use for Kite. Whatsoever goes up, just like we say, the quote, right? Whatsoever goes up always comes down. So, but however, whatsoever grows up stays up. Whatever grows up takes a share up and always have a place to sit. Whenever we have this kind of price surges that are not determined by fundamentals activity, that is more like sentiment, it always leads to a major sell-off afterwards. So, however, you could wait, and wherever it has peaked, there may be an opportunity to short the market afterwards. And second on our list is Polkadot. So we have a Gilbert Joekpata watching us on YouTube. Greetings. We're having Polkadot. So Polkadot Hub launch. Polkadot is meshing all its main system service into one platform called Asset Hub. It now belongs to one ecosystem with a super chain. So what does this mean? Polkadot had always existed, but it has always existed in subchains. But now they are merging all of these together on one super chain. So what does this do? It's a major development ecosystem and also Web3. And of course, it may attract some kind of developers into the ecosystem. And this is one of the major market events that is happening this week. It's also one of the trending events. It's also a catalyst event. Does this mean that you should pay more attention to what's about happening on the Polkadot Hub? Oh yes, you should. And last but not the least, here happening on Thursday is the Fed's balance sheet update. So the Federal Reserve will release its report showing what's their own or whatever their debt is. So this balance sheet always reflects liquidity. Balance sheets like this always reflect liquidity in the market. And then the next question that someone may ask me is, how then does this affect crypto? But then I think I've been talking a whole lot about this recently, and about how macroeconomics affect the cryptocurrency market. So if there is an expansion, it means more liquidity and is bullish for crypto. But if there's action which is less liquidity, in their balance sheet, it always bring bearish pressure to the cryptocurrency market. Meanwhile, members of our community, if you're here, please go to Discord. Let everybody know we're live. Like this video, and something else, let us know where you're watching us from. Let us know the city. Now is the city you're watching us. Present your city, represent your state. If you're watching me from Lagos, type live Lagos. If you're watching from Abeokuta, live Abeokuta. If you're watching me from type live Calabar. And even if you're in Cross River State and in Calabar, you're from Ugep, we represent. I know there are who represent the Umo Otutu Kingdom. If you're watching me live from Itigidi or Dadema or Bubura or Ikom or Budu, type live, state your location. And our brothers also from the north, our brothers from northern Nigeria, feel free to represent yourself. Live include your state. Live also include it. And so without further ado, it's time we dive into technicals. But let me give you a recap of the three markets events. For today, Kite is set to list on Binance. typically these are to an upsurge in price. So prices for this asset, will be going up. Prices for this asset right here will be going up. The second on our list happening tomorrow is the Polkadot. So Polkadot is about to merge their different subchains together into one chain. This is major if you ask me for the Polkadot ecosystem. It's a development for Web3 and also builders. Still, at least happening on Thursday, the Fed's balance sheet. This is going to mount pressure of bullishness or bearishness at the end of the day. And so let's dive into technical. Let's look at what's the market saying technicals. What should we technically, for the new and trading week? And there's something I want to do. We're coming from somewhere. We're coming from somewhere where from very long journey. This long journey includes what we call 16-17K at the bottom of the last bit. We call 24K at the beginning of the bull run. We've fought almost every move the market has made and always do update analysis. There was at a particular time where that $110 at some point at $110 we called for a short-term bear market, and we also called for I'm not sure what's happening. The screen rightly, if you could let me know. If you can see give me a feedback, my friends. Let me know if you can see my screen right. You're supposed to see a chart, a BTC. Let me know how clearly you can see the screen. I've had to check the screen out myself. I don't like your dog community. When I did all my energy. If you guys are going to be dog, don't come to Market Watch. Don't waste my time. I'm serious. Don't come to Market Watch. Don't come to. If you're not going to be participate, don't waste my time. So let's look first on our list was the Bitcoin CME futures. So last week, when last week started, we called your attention to something. The market closed on Friday, creating a gap, and we got to this level. And lets you know that even though Bitcoin has started the bullishness, which was at this level price, we called and gave you reasons why. Caution, because the gap needs to be filled. So whenever prices for CME closes and creates a gap, and prices starts an upward continuation, historically that gap needs to be closed. That gap needs to be filled. So we called for a downside spill, and this gap got filled last week. You can see this was a gap. The gap got filled here last week. And then the market had this downside to this point, upward continuation, hits resistance, we've hit support again. And the next question is, what happens next? What happens next? So let's assess the market with some other frame. Let's assess BTC, with different time frames. So let's know, is the sell off over? Do we have has Bitcoin bought, or we still have more pain ahead? Have we bought them after? And I believe all of you have been following us should not be surprised with this sell-off that took place in BTC. Following us with what we do, you should not be surprised. So the question bottom, or is there no more pain ahead? So let's check something else. We have this chart pattern, right? And this actually this actually signals that sell-off is like major sell-off because it is an inverted head, inverted and also double shoulder. And it shows that an upward continuation is supposed to begin, right? So this is bullish, but the question is, have we tested the absolute bottom here? Have we tested the absolute bottom? Because fix right, you got to 107, or we may have a shake off like we had in this particular point, where even though we have got into a head, we could notice a appeal to place here. So the question I think every smart investor shout, as the market showing signs of bottoming, do we move up from here, or we'll have a downside, a little, like we will go test a new bottom within this downside? And I think there are some charts that should be able to tell us more what is happening. So this is one major chart we're using for a very long time, where if you've been following us on the inverted head shoulder, we call for upward continuation. That upward continuation happened here. Yeah, many people say this was the bull head. We said no, we called for an upside. When we got to this point, got here, we called this double bottom, asked for a spill to a resistance level. We call for a downside move. Downside move, we test this level. We say the market will have an upside correction to local resistance. And this is actually a price project we've given for a long time, where we call upward to resistance, downside, or before that upward continuation. So the question now is it over? But if you notice one thing, BTC has been resisting, respecting this support level, right? Respecting this support level. Although we got to this particular level, but like I've always said, support or resistance are not numbers, they are zone. So even though we had a downside spill here, this is still a zone. So will we test the 104 level again? Will the market test the 104 level again, or at most will we come down to about 99, 98 level? Will we, even though we have closed this particular gap, one, we're expecting this gap to be closed, right? Which means we're expected to go down. The next thing is we're having already an inverted head. The next question is has the bottom kicked in, or we are bottoming and we are close to the last phase of the bottom? But when we look at the range, this range, the probability of a little downside within the support level, but this is the most beauty as a smart investor. We have a broadening wedge, we have a falling wedge. The question is, what then is a falling wedge? For those of you who may not be so familiar, with technical analysis, so this is also known as an ascending wedge. You see, it's having an upsurge. So this is a bearish chart. So what is it telling us? It's indicating weakening momentum. It's indicating that Bitcoin buyers are having weakness. It's indicating that buyers are getting exhausted. It's indicating that there will be the upward continuation is slowing down, and it's characterized by these lines that converge. So this is the lower line. You see, first of all, we test different level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, spill have started. A spill have already started. And yeah, this is the upper form anyway. 1, 2, 3. So this tells us an upward continuation is slowing down, and this pattern signal potential price reversal. Whenever you see these signals, it always that we may still have some lower level to test. So as a trader, you have to be prepared for whatever direction the market makes. So we called for a downside. The downside spill took place, and even though we've spotted a particular chart pattern that tells us that the bottoming is kicking in, we still have another chart pattern that tells us that there may be a potential of a little bit more downside before that upward continuation. So the question is, how far or how low will we go? So whenever ascending wedge, always happens in the market. It always lies sell off. But there are levels I think we are going to test. This is level one. At most, someone scared. I think this is another level at most that the market may test. Then there is a particular this may not. Let me do this. If we do this, there is going to be maximum pain. So I think first of all, for my view, not financial advice view, my view. Okay, let's look at this because already we are respecting the particular support level I shared with you guys when I was looking at the range on the other chart. That is being respected here. Okay. So a little bit of a will take place to this point, or we test this other level, or this at most to this point. However, what should you be doing? So I think it's a question that should be answered as a smart investor. What should you be doing in the market? Two things. First of all, I always say dollar cost average into solid assets are your friend. If you're in the premium channel, if you're in the Smart Investors Watch premium channel and you're just joining us, there are specific assets that going into the next phase of the market that have high probability based on technical analysis and also major key market events and fundamentals that we're accumulating, and you should also accumulate. That's one, because they are backed by both fundamentals and then technical. So what should you be doing at this level? You dollar cost average even as the market goes down. But then for those of you who always go long, like you take long and maybe on a leverage position, this is not a time to go long yet. The market going into this week is going to give us opportunities to short the market on a short-term basis. And why this is still important and why you should know how this is, even if you see a short-term price surge, you should understand that a general bearishness is about to come into the market. And as this general bearishness comes into the market, if you see a short-term upside potential, you should understand that overall the trend is getting bearish. So except the trend changes, even though BTC has that price bill we're expecting, the final capitulation has not taken place. But yet we have already class signal flash that capitulation is about to take place, but I don't think it has taken place. One, because of this ascending wedge that the market is signaling us with. One, two, if you see this particular range, the range doesn't look solid yet. Like, don't have that signal showing us final bottoming or final capitulation. So, guys, giving you the three market event you should watch out for as an investor, and also somebody who wants to take a trade in the markets. Meanwhile, let me check the chat. We have someone watching us live from the city of Lagos, Oluwaseyi. We also have a man from the east. We have someone from the east. Yeah, Agiogulo, live from Lagos State. We have other person saying GM, 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 GM. We respect the time you used to come. here, and I also hope you got value. I'm hoping you got value. Before we leave this place, let me give you a recap of the time that I've been well spent. So we looked at the event we are watching out for. Top on our list is happening today is the Kite Binance listing. So listings like this always cause an upside price spill. Two on our list is the Pocket Hub launch. So they are merging their different sub chain into one super chain. Uh, Third on our list happening on towards the Fed's balance sheet. We're going to take a clue of what's happening in the Fed's balance sheet, so we understand how the cryptocurrency market is going to react to that. And then we look at the technical analysis for the techniques. The CME gap that we're anticipating has to close. So has to close is we're expecting that downside spill last week. It took place, and the question is, have we bottomed or we're expecting more? So we had to assess the Bitcoin range, that range, and even though we are the support of that range, there are still signs that still be a more touch of the base of that support level. And then we also spotted the ascending wedge on BTC that always shows that whenever ascending wedge is always characterized by the fact that buyers are getting weak in the market and they are losing momentum, and in most cases sellers always take that market from them and will have a spill. But one thing I did not show you guys, should I share that? Should I share that? Some of the time. So after an ascending wedge and the spill takes place, once there is an ascending wedge, the price spill takes place, what always follows used to be an upsurge, which what we've always talked about, the fact that once we finish this basing out, a price surge is going to take place. So you could see how we're going to merge different chart prices that fit with our long-term narrative. And so the XT trading competition is taking place. The XT trading competition is still taking place. And if you are yet to register, you should do that. There's a lot and lots of goodies for you. If you register for the XT competition, signing up for the competition qualifies you for $10. If you make a deposit, you're going to get 100% cash back. And then there are lots of things for you to win, from a MacBook, iPhone to 500 USD, $1,000 trial fund, $800 trial fund. Lots of things about. So beginning, we're going to continue to give you trading signals. We'll take some of these trading signals to Telegram to support those of you who are actively trading, for the ongoing content. And if you don't have a link to XT to take advantage of all of this, you need to register with our official partnership link and also the trading competition link to benefit from all what for all of you. So we have someone of bonus serial watching us live from Enugu, and this is our time. Don't forget, if you must invest or trade the cryptocurrency market moving forward, you have to invest and trade smartly. I'm gonna see you on Discord. Feel free to at me. If you're going to join Discord from this video, go to Discord, holler at me, send me a GM. Feel free to network with me. Feel free to network with others and the smart investors. So going into the market this week, be slick by careful, because there are some bearish crowd that will probably dissipate, on everybody. But don't forget, if you must invest or trade cryptocurrency market, make sure you're investing and trading